had 5 pupils.
Hey everyone, it's Jason, and welcome back to Martial Arts Theater 3000, and this is the Venom Mob Countdown. I wanted to take a moment today to just do a little bit of an overview on who the Venoms were. I had a couple people along the way say, who are the Venom Mob? And they weren't used to that phrase. Basically, the Venom Mob, or the Venoms, are a group of actors and martial artists that worked primarily under Chang Cheh in the late 70s and early 80s. They consisted of Chang Sheng, Guok Choi, Lo Mang, Lu Fang, and Sun Chen, and sometimes Wei Pai. The breakout film was, of course, 5 Deadly Venoms, which is considered by many to be the best martial arts movie of all time. And although they starred in a lot of films together, all 5 of them, to be considered a Venoms film overall, it usually has to contain 3 of the members starring in the film. Just want to say thanks everyone for the support, and if you can hit that like button, it would definitely help. And let's get back into the countdown here. Coming in at number 18, we have Ninja in the Deadly Trap. Now this is a very interesting one to me. I always watched this wondering why the plot of Ninja in the Deadly Trap was so similar to 5 Elements Ninjas, which is one of my favorite kung fu movies of all time. I always assumed that Ninja in the Deadly Trap was filmed after 5 Elements Ninjas, because the release date was sometimes say 83, sometimes say 84, and 5 Elements Ninjas, aka Super Ninjas, came out in 1982. So I thought the Venoms had separated from Shaw Brothers and were inspired and saw the success of 5 Elements Ninjas and just replicated that plot, because the similarities are definitely there. It's the Chinese taking on the ninjas who are invading the base. There's a Japanese assassin who infiltrates the base and pretends to be Chinese. And most of all, it's the ending that has the 5 elements, with the gold element, the earth that burrows under the ground. I mean, it is basically the same exact setup as 5 Elements Ninjas. But to my surprise, talking to Tico, who was the biographer that did the biography of Alexander Fushang, which is a great book, The Chinatown Kid. I was speaking to him, and he explained that this was filmed in 1981 and came out in 1982 before 5 Elements Ninjas. So that kind of blew my mind. So I even got more confused. So instead of mimicking the success of 5 Elements Ninjas, it in fact was made before it. So I couldn't really figure it out, and I researched more. And I did get some background information, but I still can't figure out why both films had such similar plots, and I hope one day to get a little more clarity on that. Ninja in the Deadly Trap goes by multiple names. Sometimes it's been called Ninjitsu, Ruthless Tactics, and other names along the way. 3 of the Venoms, Chang Sheng, Lu Fang, and Guok Choi, went to Taiwan to work with the Yufeng Film Company. Now, this company was led by Pao Su Li, which is the former assistant of Chang Cheh. So in Taiwan, Guok Choi directed the film, and Lu Fang and Chang Sheng were the assistant directors. Chang Sheng was often an assistant director to Chang Cheh as well on a lot of the Venoms films. There was reportedly a lot of trouble with production of this one. It went over budget, and filming went on too long, so Pao Su Li had to step in and help finish the production. Now, I will say the reason I have this so low on my list is because while it does have a lot of the similarities to 5 Elements Ninjas, there's a lot to be said for the Shaw Brothers studio itself. It was such a well-oiled machine that the production values were so high that you kind of take them for granted. Now, when you see another film and it's more independent, you can really see that even something like lighting and the sets, they're just not quite as good in most cases here. But that said, the Venoms always deliver, and the fighting in this is top-notch. The acting, of course, is really good, and they brought in T. Lung, so to have the Venoms with T. Lung team up again, you can't go wrong. Another thing that brings it down a bit, and it's not the fault of the film itself, is the copies out there are not of very good quality. This one is really due for a Blu-ray remaster, and I think that would take it up a few notches because it has a really dark image, and with a lot of the night shots and everything, it just brings down the overall experience a bit. So for the acting and plot on this one, I would give it a 7.5. The plot is great, very similar to Five Elements Ninjas, but not quite as well executed, and the acting is always good from the Venoms. Now for the fighting, I would give this an 8.5. This has excellent fights. The Venoms always deliver. It doesn't have quite the acrobatic style you'd see at Shaw Brothers. I mean, it's definitely there, but it's not quite as over the top as some of the other ones like the Daredevils. But with the Venom's Peking opera style, it's always super impressive to watch. So let me know down below what you guys think about Ninja in the Deadly Trap. If you've not seen this before, unlike the other films on my list, which is mostly Shaw Brothers, of course, this being an independent production, it's more widely available online. So it's on YouTube right now, and if you haven't seen it, you can go check it and come back and let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys have been enjoying the countdown so far, and I'll see you in the next one.